All right, guys, it's time for Mindful Nightfalls. Mindful Nightfalls are the evening component to my mindset routine. For the second quarter of 2020, I did Mindful Mornings. For the third quarter, I'm recording Mindful Nightfalls. When I record this, I go over I do a recap of how the day went, and then to do my actual routine, I go through my to-do list and with a reflection on my affirmations. And then what I do offline is to downgrade for the day, not downgrade, to settle for the day, listen to a bedtime story, a fictional story, or something so that I can rest. So, with that being said, let's get at it. Yesterday was my first day doing Mindful Nightfalls on a recording, and what I found that I was trying to do was organize my thoughts so that there was some flow, but that didn't really reflect how it worked in reality. And so, for that reason, the format is the first part is going to be a slight or sound like a ramble, because that's how I do my brain dump and I get it all out. And then the next part will be a reflection on how I did with my affirmations for the day. And then I'll end with offline with the bedtime story, with listening to a bedtime story on Echo or reading something so that I can go to sleep. So first, the brain dump. The purpose of the brain dump is just to get everything out so that it's not rattling in my head of what I should have got done today, how things could have went better when I go to sleep. So this is the evening component of my mindset routine. Why mindset routines are important is because it impacts how you interpret your day, how you experience your day, and your ability to build new habits and new way of thinking. And so for the first 90 days, I did Mindful Mornings. This is the evening component. Okay, so this section is the ramble so that I could get it all out. So today, in general, was a good day in that I went to staff morning in the morning, took some things. Hi, Amy. Took some things off of the to-do list, got those done, and then came home and worked on the business. In terms of mindset today and being fully present and fully immersed, I was kind of all over the place. One of the things we're working on for Sunday service is we do Days of the Summer, and so there's a food component. I knew about this a week or so ago, but it didn't go as a planned. Time didn't, and so I'm doing a mad dash to get everything done in order for Sunday, and that's uncomfortable. I don't like to be in that situation, and I feel like I'm not being the best version of myself or setting the church up for success for Sunday. So for that reason, that portion of the day where I was working on that and brainstorming and sharing ideas, what was always in the back of my mind is this should have been done already. I should have did this already. Why didn't I take care of this already? So what that means is that for not tomorrow, we do food every week, every Sunday for the month of July. So I know for Thursday when I go back into the office, I need to go ahead and start planning for July 12th and July 19th. So it's awesome. And then, so that was what was going on at church. What happened when I came home is I put off a few phone calls until like 5:30, 6 o'clock, and didn't do one related to business. And it was not because I couldn't do it. I could. It was, again, I was stuck in, oh, I should have did this earlier. It should have went this way. And so I didn't have the conversation. So so what I have to do is give myself room and and to be able to reset when I'm in the middle of that did not go well today. My to-do list for tomorrow is Wednesday. It's the day that I set aside to do those things I enjoy about my business. So I'm starting off the day learning. I'm in a class with a Arlen Hamilton, created by Arlen Hamilton, and a mastermind with her as well. She started a venture capital firm while she was still homeless. She was staying in the airport in San Diego or San Francisco. She only funds underestimated founders, be it minority women, people who identify as LGBTQ. And so, yet tomorrow morning will be strictly learning. Love that. And then tomorrow afternoon, I have a meeting. We're creating I created Salt Capital Management with a group of colleagues. And so we're establishing the bank account tomorrow. That's a to-do list. I need to follow up on some calls with my volunteers. Need to make sure that gets done and that they're ready and they know that even if they're not coming back, they still feel connected to the church and to our volunteer team. I need to follow up with my little cousin Maya, who started a business. Need to follow up with my little cousin Jada, or my niece Jada, who I helped start a business as well as create the curriculum for my volunteers so that they know what to expect when they're coming back, how to communicate the new requirements, and if there's any opportunity for conflict resolution, that they're ready and prepared for that. So that's my to-do list, the ones I remember at the moment. And as the night goes, as I'm doing getting ready for bed, there are more that'll come, and I'll just write them down in my journal. This is the journal, so that I have it all captured and there's not still rattling in my head while I'm trying to go to sleep. As far as my affirmations, the two that I'm working on, one is, and mine take the form of, I'm committed to some specific characteristic by doing some specific task and when. And the task may be in one area of my life, but once you build a habit, it overflows into others. So I have two at the moment. One is, I'm committed to being more accountable by, and this is in my food, related to my eating habits, by having exercising more if I don't eat the amount of carbs I'm supposed to. I tend to overindulge in carbs. And when I don't do it, it's just kind of like, oh, well, it didn't happen, but I need to renegotiate the result. And so if I can't hold myself to the standard, then the next day my workout needs to be longer or more intense to accommodate. So that's my first one. The second one is, I'm becoming more empathetic by blocking out time to spend with my key relationships. And so, for example, on Thursday, Maya and I, my little cousin who started a business, we have deliveries for her business. And how that works is, she doesn't have a driver's license yet, so she drives my car. So those are my two affirmations that I'm working on. The rest of my mindset routine I'll do offline, and that'll be just like a entertaining bedtime story, a fictional book, just to get out of my head so that I'm calm for the rest of the night. So this is recap. This is the evening portion of my mindset routine. I believe you should have a mindset routine just like you have a routine for your physical bodies, your spiritual growth, your financial health, because your mindset is the foundation of how you experience the world and determine success in all other areas of your life. And although we like to believe we can choose how we show up and how we interpret, willpower is a limited resource. And when it's depleted, it's gone and you're just on automatic. So better to be intentional about the habits we're building and how we're showing up and interpreting the world than to leave it to chance and depend on willpower. I have a morning routine. If you want to see those videos, I did those for the second quarter. I did it online for the second quarter of 2020. This is my nighttime routine. I'm doing it for the whole third quarter. There's also an article I was interviewed for medium.com that talks about kind of gets into my mindset routine as well. That's it for it tonight. I will do this Sunday through Friday just so to build a habit, and the format will change some as we go along and I get more comfortable with doing this particular portion online and recording it. All right, guys, you will be prayed for before I go to bed. I thank you for checking in. I'm out.